She's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. So drop that follow, join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. In a cozy corner of the twitchy scene lives a yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn Join the scene, hang with the kindest warble queen. Crochet, for crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic soft and serene. Break crochet, the bubble.
Welcome in, everybody. I was like, oh my gosh, I did it again. Can everybody hear me? Welcome in. Fairy Dust got first. Welcome in, Fairy Dust. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Um, so today, hey Clancy, how are you doing? Today we are going to yes, I saw your test message. So today we are going to crochet a tomato pincushion. I am on a tomato kick lately because the Peepop is going to her first tomato festival. And I got it wrong. It's not this weekend, it's next weekend. And I got asked, did I not? And I said, well, I got a stream. Thank you for the Prime sub, Papa. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. Um, and welcome in. Let's see. So for my this is a pattern. I've got it pinned at the top, and this is a pattern that actually you can make and basically fit over. I been resting. Been resetting the living space by cleaning. Nice to get the place clean before summer break ends and work starts. Oh, I thought you would have had. I thought you had a couple more weeks before you had to start. First, I don't know. Maybe I'm on a Harry Potter schedule. I don't know. They go back at the end of August, or do they go back? I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to go and watch the movies again because now I gotta know when. Now I gotta know when Harry Potter goes back to school. But I thought it was at the end of August. Anyway, doesn't matter. Well, I can Harry Potter myself to death. So, I am using the Red Heart Super Saver, the hot red for the tomato part, and I'm using Red Heart with Love, the evergreen for the stem and the little things that go around it. It's got a cute little picture that goes with it. This is an old pattern, so it's free, and we all like free. So, hey, whatever you got to do to get it done. And so let's get started. I am using, it says use a 3.75 hook, but I do not have a 3.75 hook. So I'm using a number 4 wooble hook. And of course, I will have my scissors and my darning needle. And I am actually drinking ice water today. And I don't think that I have enough water in my ice. So I might have to, oh no, I do. It just didn't feel like it. So anyway, and I just wanted to say happy birthday, Fairy Dust. We haven't forgotten. I know I've told you like for the last 3 days now, 4 days, but today's the day. Happy birthday. So we are going to get started, and I thought this was pulled from the center, but I guess it's not. I had to pull it off the wall and do some stuff, and it was really kind of hard. Oh, hi Panther, how are you doing? So, yes, center pull, and it didn't not a lot of yarny barf. So, I'm really happy. Tell me you are out of Coke. Oh, don't tell me you're out of Coke. I have 2 Diet Coke cans left. I actually went to the grocery store this morning, and I didn't put it on my list because I'm like, you're not going to forget Diet Coke. Why would you forget Diet Coke? There's no way in the world you would ever forget the 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 drink of my life, but I did, and which means that I probably shouldn't go back and get any more Diet Coke, and that's probably what that means. But anyway, so yes, I'm out of Diet Coke, the elixir of life. That's what it's called, the elixir of life. Let me pull this pattern down a little bit. Of course, I did not do a gauge swatch because, why would I do that? Smartest thing for a crafter to do. I mean, if you want to make sure you're in the gauge. But since I'm using a different size hook, I'm not going for gauge. I am going for a cute little tomato. And to be honest, the tomato festa that Peepop is going to next weekend. I'm actually thinking about applying to be in that tomato festival next year, um, to see how well I could do at a market. I would like to there's a couple farmers markets here that's near us that I would like to try to get into just to see how well I can do in a farmer's market, but, just to see what they have other than I mean, I've walked around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have to get a stitch marker because it's not gonna work for this little old lady. She will mess up. She will mess up because that's what I do. So, let's see. I need to check one more thing. I'm way whatever today, and I don't know why I feel so discombobulated today. I really don't know why I feel so discombobulated today, but I do. You love Coke Zero and Cherry Coke. Did you see they have a diet Cherry Coke now? Um, unless someone was putting something on my little For You page, I thought I saw a diet Cherry Coke, and I thought, "Oh, if I liked Cherry Coke, that would be nice," because, I mean, hey, I mean, Cherry Coke. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You oh, you don't like Diet Coke? But I don't you know what? People tried to fool me with the Coke Zero once. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Coke Zero does have a different taste to me, and people who don't like Diet Coke actually know. I must be ill. I knowingly ordered roving yarn to make You knowingly ordered roving yarn. Why in the world would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, goodness gracious. And then okay, okay. Someone just gifted 12 months to fairy dust, and we have started a level 4 hype train. What is going on? Okay, who did it? Not that I mind because I love my people. Well, it's a okay. So we're going to continue. Roving yarn is who what is see now I'm flustered. Who did this? Okay, no flustered, no flustered. This is just whatever. Roving yarn is yarn that is very, very hard if you make a mistake to frog. It literally, like, you have to be very careful when you pull it apart because the fibers actually stick to each other for some odd reason. If I'm saying that right. If I'm saying that right. So, Fairy Dust, you're stuck with me for a whole year. I don't know if that means you're stuck with me or you're unhappy you're stuck with me or you're happy you're stuck with me, but you're stuck with me for a whole year. So I'm going to work this in the round because it doesn't say work it in the round and it doesn't say, what are it's just, or usually it's a beautiful yarn to work with. They're usually it's really It's a softer yarn. Um, I have one, hold on, I'll show you. This is a roving yarn. This is a roving yarn. Is this? I don't want to pull this out. So see how that is? I consider this a roving yarn. I could be wrong. Fairy Dust could tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, it's not plied. It's just, it's out there and it's soft and it's very, it sticks to itself when you work. But this is Classic Spun Soho, and I got this from Hirschner's, and the color is Tuscany. But it's beautiful yarn to work with. It's just beautiful. You want to make sure you're absolutely, absolutely correct in everything you do because you don't want to frog this yarn. Your count's right, everything. So anyway, it doesn't say, it does not say, I'm assuming this is just, we're working this in the round, and I keep grabbing that little tail. And I guess I need to work over that tail so that we don't have to weave it in. So, am I doing this right? Because I'm working over the end. But anyway, so Peepop has invited me to go to her first tomato festival next weekend. I told her I would love to, but I just don't know. I miss her with all my heart. I really do. I really do. But I have my mom that I am going over to be with when she goes. My mother is coming at the end of the month to see Peepop, and I go over to see my mom too at the same time. So, um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything works out. It'll all depend on Biscuit, Biscuit the whatever, the whatever dog that he is. So, anyway, I am I I know Papa is quite silent right now because he is editing. He's practicing his editing skills. He is practicing his editing skills. KK's coming over later today, and we're going to take some pictures of some crochet items that I have that I want to get ready and get them gone and sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let me pull that tight. Hi, Olive. How are you doing? Ooh, I think I pulled that too tight. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, you're sick. That's not good. That is not good, Olive. So then we just single crochet in each stitch around. Good morning, Supreme. Good morning. How are you doing? Hi, Emma. Why am I not? 1, 2. I saw you using your if I'm not mistaken, it looked like this yarn last night or yesterday. It not the exact color, but was it the Granny all in one square yarn that you were using yesterday, Supreme? Yes, quiet morning. Ship must still be asleep. I think him and Crafty stayed up late last night. I hit the hay. Hey Heart, how are you doing? I hit the I hit the heart. I hit the heart. I hit the hay early last night. I hit the hay early last night. Oh, ship. No, it's some kind of vintage color change. It has black, then blue, then black. Oh, okay. I just saw it and I was like, is that Granny Square all in one? But and they're one of the people in my community, she was doing a soft launch on her Etsy shop last night. No, I won't hit heart. You're not no, you're not made to be hit. Heart is a sweetheart. Oh, and that's so cute. And I really didn't mean it to be like that, but I mean, maybe is that why you picked your name Heart? Because you're a sweetheart. You really are sweet. You really are sweet. If I ever was to this red mix with the green stitch marker is very strawberry, isn't it? Well, on this pattern, you can, it's an old pattern for a stitch marker. And back in the day, it came with a strawberry, which you can make that too. Um, it comes with the pattern for the strawberry, but the original tomato, they say you can use this to cover over that pattern, that tomato if you want. And the tomato is filled with sawdust, and the what is the strawberry is filled with, hold on, it's weird. It's filled with emery. So obviously, I did not know this, but emery sharpens your pens. So people would have pen cushions, and the strawberry would be on the side, and it would be sawdust so that you didn't have to weight your cushion. But the little strawberry, you could poke your pens in it and keep them sharpened. Hi, Stellar. How are you doing? So anyway, I'm practicing to see if I want to turn into making tomato stuff all year round. Um, At least for the tomato festival for next year. So we're gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 12. So now we're gonna do 2 in each one. We're gonna make 24. So I don't know. We'll see. I think I wouldn't mind going to the tomato festival next weekend just to see what all kinds of crafting stuff they have there because my daughter says it's really, really big. And, I think the Peapot misses her Gigi. So, we shall see. And like I said, I've been on a massive tomato kick. I made her a tomato hat. She looks so cute in it too. I found a pattern for a tomato purse. Um, just all kinds of stuff. I'm okay. It was a long night awake with the kids in the middle of the night. The coffee can't brew fast enough. Um, I was up last night, but mine was I don't know. I let my mind does not sometimes shut off. It does not shut off for me. So, and I wish there was a way for me to shut it off, but sometimes the off switch gets broken. and I just keep going. But yeah, when it's kids, it's hard. Do they start school this next week coming up? Or do you have a couple more weeks to wait? Because I know that li- like my niece, her kids have already started back to school. Um, like she's a teacher and she's already back in school. So um, but they're year round school, so they only get 9 weeks off for the summer. And like she'll go 9 weeks, then they get 3 weeks off. She'll go 9 weeks, they get 3 weeks off. But for the summer, it's they get a whole 9 weeks off. Oh, listen to me, a whole 9 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 16, 20, 21 to 2 to 3 to 4. I you only get 8? Uh, well, I remember, I mean, we're talking way because, I mean, okay, I'll be 55 years old this year. 1, 2, 3. So we're talking 50 years. Hi, Crafty. We're talking 50 years ago. I started the day after Labor Day, and we would go until right before Memorial Day weekend. And then from Memorial Day weekend until the day after Labor Day, we had off. We're in session mid-August through the end of May. This year, I don't know if they just, I mean, cut a lot of their holidays because we were out for 2 weeks in January because of the weather. And then I think they were out for a week, maybe 2 weeks because of sickness. And so I don't know where they made up all the time to get out uh 2 weeks before the Memorial Day. And you go to the end of June, like, right to the last Friday. We when I was in high school, I graduated on June, I believe June 6th. Like, we went until June, but that was high school, and that's when, like, the summers over the I'm telling you, in my 50 years, school years have gotten longer and the summers have gotten shorter. I don't know what's going on. So, anyway, one of those things. I guess they're trying to get the kids used to not ever having us any kind of holidays at all, you know? You go all you're gonna go to school all year round, so you're gonna go to work all year round. I don't know, maybe that's what they're trying to do to them. Okay, so now round 6 is 36 stitches. So we are and like I said, this is a free pattern, so it is there for everyone. It's there for the taking, people. It's there for the taking. 1, 2, 3. We've got a party going on in here today. We have got a party going on in here today. Gotta watch out for that crafty. He's crafty. He's crafty. Well, wherever he's at, Ship will be soon. But we already know Ship was here earlier, so we already know Ship was here soon. Or he was here earlier. Well, if you really want to know the truth, Supreme, Papa said the only reason why he married me, asked me to marry him, was so that I could stalk in him. So, you know, what did I do? I didn't he was here already. He was lurking in the shadows waiting on you to show up. He was lurking in the shadows. He heard his name earlier because Fairy Dust asked when Supreme came in, he asked if Ship was still asleep. I am your friend. I think it's fair. I really don't think I stalked him, but that's just what he said to me. But, I when Papa and I got engaged, I was quite content on just staying engaged. It didn't matter. I didn't need a big wedding. I didn't need whatever. We knew we were going to be together forever anyway. There was no dissolve in that relationship. Um so, you know, probably I think we got engaged in 98, maybe? I don't remember. I don't really remember. But it took us like 4 or 5 years to get married. Uh, I'm gonna blow your mind. I bought roving yarn to make a hat for someone. Yes. And then I had thank God Fairy Dust was here because I was trying to explain roving yarn. I'm not really. I'm What kind of hat are you making, Fairy Dust? What kind of hat are you making? One that goes on someone's head. Ah, Lordy day. And we are to the end. This tomato is gonna be kinda small, and I went, 0.25 up on the hook. So well, I know he made the one that was in the Discord. It's one of Rich Textures crochet patterns. I would have to look the pattern name again. Oh, okay. So this tomato is not gonna take very long, people. Other than the stem, I would think that's probably gonna be the longest part of this. 3. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and put the stitch marker back where we need. So we'll see how long. It really probably wouldn't take a long time to make a pincushion, but how many people actually use pincushions anymore? I mean, I do because I have pins that I use to um, pin things down when I'm blocking them. Her hat is called Alicia Beanie. Okay, we're gonna look this up. Alicia Beanie. Oh, that's a cute beanie. That is a cute beanie. Yeah. And to be honest, You use your pincushion all the time. Anyone that sews uses them. I know, but I mean, I wonder. I mean, I see people that sew like on my Instagram. They have like they show like cute little things to sew, like that you don't have to cut patterns up for and stuff. Like, there's one girl, she uses like Dollar Tree draining mats or whatever those pads are, and she makes bags, like cute little bags out of them and things like that, which is really cool idea if you ask me. But I feel like sometimes some crafting things are just have fallen to the wayside. Like I would love to learn how to sew. My middle daughter, who crochets, also knows how to sew. My oldest daughter knows how to sew. How in the world those 2 learned how to they must have learned it from my mother because I must have just I must have been running rampant outside all the time from dawn to dusk, never wanting to learn anything crafty because, I mean, I just don't know where in the world I was in my youth. I really don't. Outside. I should probably have Pick and Halls come over and us get the sewing machine out and, just go over some basics for me because, you know, it would just be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. I think I pulled that too tight on the top of that tomato. I just do. Um, Home ec class, but I knew some now see, I d I remember home ec class, and I had home ec class. I didn't want home ec class, but I got it. Um, and I just remember hand sewing. We may have sewn I know we had sewing machines, but I remember cooking. I loved the cooking part of home ec class. I was probably like, "Yeah, I better learn how to do this stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4, because one day I'm gonna grow up and have to learn how to. 1, 2, 3, 4." We never hand sewed in home ec. Cooking and machine I'm sure we had machine sewing. I'm pretty positive we did. I just don't that's just not one of the things I remember. I remember the cooking, and that was it. But, I mean, I guess at the point in my life in 8th grade, that was probably what most fascinated me was cooking. And if we probably had the option, that is probably what I did. I probably went with the cooking, thinking, "Why would I ever need to know how to sew? Why would I ever need to know how to sew?" Yeah, crazy but me. Don't even know why I did that. I know I made a pillow, and it was just a funky looking pillow. I learned how to sew in home ec and had to do a project. I made curtains for my bedroom, and the teacher came to my wow. See, school was so much different back then. Your parents and the teachers were on a united front. That's how it was. I also had to knit, but already knew how to knit. Cub said he's gonna try out for America's Got Talent. Okay, he are you signing him up or is he signing himself up? Because I feel like if Cub said that he was gonna do that. Oh. And what, may I ask, is he going to crochet for the judges? Because I do feel like he is a very talented crocheter. We cooked potato soup from scratch. Ooh, that is good. We did learn how to sew on a button. I do remember the test. You sewed a button on a scrap of fabric and it was stapled to a piece of paper with your name on it. The teacher, too, then home and had their child try to rip off the button. She said if the button comes off, you didn't pass the assignment. Ooh. Well, I mean, I do think you're a very talented crocheter. I really do. Or he might sing the donkey song for them. Now, he does sing a mean donkey song. He does. I mean, and I think with the hat, he would pretty much nail it with them. I will sing while crocheting and tatting all at the same time. Also had to learn how to get stains out. Ketchup really smells. Ooh, we didn't learn how to. Now, I've learned how to get stains out over the years just by remembering things that like my grandmother used to do. And I'd be like, "Oh, no, you've got to use this. No, you've got to use that," because that's what my grandma did. But I don't remember them teaching that now. They might have. I mean, we are talking that was 43 years ago in my, well, 8th grade, not 43 years ago. So I was 13. So, yeah. Ugh, 32 years ago. Yeah, my grandma used to, it was like, okay, I think, borax was her favorite whatever to use, and I remember the box to this day. You can still buy borax, I think. I think. I'm not totally sure. Yes, they still sell borax. Okay, so, but she would use, like, you could use borax and sugar, and that's how she would kill ants. She was just, one of those amazing type people, and I'm pretty positive because you didn't use rice. Well, A, that would be wasting food. You're not gonna waste food. My grandmother would never do that. Um, but also because if the birds got a hold of the rice, it didn't do very well with them. So, it's easier to buy new instead of getting stains out. Okay, so now we've got 9 through 14, and I need a pen, and I need a piece of paper, and we're going to do this 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, yes, you wear them with the stains. If you don't care what people think. I'm not one to really, now, if it's something for work, like I can get if I have like a grease stain or something like that, I'll try to get it out. If I really, 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 really like the object that I'm wearing, the shirt, pair of pants, whatever. Um, but if it's something I don't want to mess with, They're just like, bye, hasta la vista. I'm trying to be a little bit more, I don't know, frugal. But that's just me because my kids will tell you I have a ton of clothes. I don't think I have a lot of clothes, but I just think I know how to mix and match a lot of clothes. Now, if you said, do you have a lot of coats? Yes, I have a lot of coats and jackets because I'm always cold. I'm sure you can still buy borax. I don't remember the experiment but we had to get borax to take chemistry class to demonstrate some chemical reaction in high school. Oh, I gather you use rice to eat with kids because rice was never in her house before. Biscuit? Yes, they do. They have they've had it out for a couple months, the Lord of the Rings, whatever. Biscuit. He is minding his own business in his own world. Biscuit, come here. People want to see you. Okay, get back in your basket. Um, yeah, she would mix borax and sugar. I know. The hair on the back of his back is stood up. His tail is pointing like this, and he's just mad at the world. He is. He is. He's like, I am not dealing with these people weed eating their yard. I know. You just wanted to sleep, didn't you? He just wanted to sleep. That's all it was. He wanted to sleep. So I think, let's see. I'm going to see. Okay. Okay. So the points thing does work now. So you can type exclamation points and you can see where you stand on your pick. You listen here, buddy. Stop it. Okay. The pig points, this is probably where we're going to have Papa, but pig points are earned by you just watching, I think. I don't know where Papa is. But at the end of the month, depending on your yeah, they're like channel points, but they're just pig points because I'm a piggy kind of girl and I like pigs. And I just called them pig points, and I guess that's what I don't know. They're loyalty points. So at the end of the month, I don't know. How are we doing that, Papa? You should probably explain. I'm going to give away, if your pig has points, they may need to wear a bra. That is true. I know that Papa took himself out of the pig points. Of course, I'm not in the pig points because I'm the pig, the main pig herself. They're Piggly Wiggly points. Oh, that's cute. We probably get in trouble with Piggly Wiggly for calling them Piggly Wiggly points. But it is the pig. The pig. The highest person on the leaderboard gets a prize. They aren't. I was kidding. Oh. So anyway, at the end of the month, on August 31st, we will see who has the most pig points. And I'm going to give something away every month. And this month, it is either going to be this little tiger, Cleo the tiger, or Franco the frog. So, got to cover all the teats. To evade the wrath of Piggly Wiggly, you can call them swiney whiny. I'm not afraid of the pig. I'm not afraid of the pig. I've actually thought now that when Axis was in here and we actually found out, well, I told him there was a Piggly Wiggly store, that they actually have Piggly Wiggly merchandise. I actually thought about buying a Piggly Wiggly shirt and wearing it on my stream. Don't think I didn't, because I was like, yes, heck yes. I would wear a little Piggly Wiggly shirt on every one of my streams. I would. I mean, considering I only stream twice week usually. I am going to try to stream more, because then that way, people different people have different, whatever. And so anyway, they reset every month, and every month I'm going to give something away. And that's why I was thinking maybe closer to Christmas, maybe just giving out like an Etsy. That's the hard part, because I do have viewers from different areas in the world, Canada, Finland, the UK, hearts from the UK. And it doesn't matter, but and I will ship it. I I haven't seen Piggly Wiggly in nearly 40 years. Yes, we still have the pig in South Carolina. Winn-Dixies, I think they all got bought out. I think the Winn-Dixies got bought out. In 2010, driving across the we can stop at Piggly Wiggly. Hmm. I think there's still the pigs. I mean, they still have merchandise out. I mean, why would you? I don't know. Our Winn-Dixie, when I lived in Myrtle Beach, got bought out by, and I don't know if there's Food Lions anymore. Are there Food Lions? Wha You come to Bray Stream to watch her crochet a tomato, and we talk about, um, grocery stores. See, we don't have Food Lions. They have, "We'll remove the bots." What bots? Oh, they're bots. Okay, we have to remove the bots on the leaderboard. But, um I don't know. So, Crafty did kinda make me a little jealous, because he said that, his weather, he was in the 70s. We're gonna be in the 80s this week, so he's gonna be 10 degrees cooler than we are, which is kinda a little, but, I mean, 80s is better than what we had, so I'm not gonna get too flippity flippity. Don't rub it in. I mean, you're also near water. I think sometimes the water, listen to my water bottle. I think when you live closer to like the ocean or a bay area, you do get cooler temperatures. You do get cooler temperatures, just because that nice cool breeze coming off of the water. Listen to me. I can't even talk today. No, no more hundreds. No more hundreds. Fairy dust, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, we have burnt patches of grass in our backyard. Like, I'm talking, it looks like someone set our grass on fire. You don't get a breeze here, the summer air just hangs. Oh, that's kinda sad. That is kinda sad. Because, I mean, you also have burnt patches too. I was walking in the backyard with Biscuit, and, sometimes I have to chase him because he likes to chase bunnies and, you know, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, we're running into the back, woo woo, and I'm like, I come back inside and I said, Papa, there are all these black patches all over the grass. And he was like, yeah, that's the heat. It burnt the grass. And I was like, no, I said, I don't think you understand. I said, it looks like somebody has set fire to our grass. And he was like, yeah, that is what the heat did. And I was like, I must not get out into the grass and touch grass often in our backyard, other than in the wintertime. Some of it is the rabbits killing the weeds too. Oh, okay. I am not crocheting very fast for this tomato today. Well, I don't know. I've been rappity rapping and talkity talking and yappity yapping. And so I thought this was going to be a smaller tomato, and it's not. But I am working on the the body of the tomato. So I'm gonna probably have to go get more stuffing than I thought I had. Is it gonna be I have no idea. Probably shouldn't have done that, but you know, it will come back down into it will come back down into a tomato sooner. Crafty, I'm not whatever. I'm not Madonna, that's for sure. And this isn't my color, so you're speechless now. I don't know why I did that, Crafty. I really don't. I'm probably gonna get yelled at for this. Somebody will come and say, "Bray, why did you do that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I really don't know." I'd probably be like, "I just wanted to see if it really was the size." So now I know, instead of, if I wanted to make a crochet bikini, ha ha, no, no, not for me, then I just follow this tomato pattern in any color that I want. In any color that I want. Yarny Pixies made a really pretty bralette. I saw a girl making one, and she actually took the underwires out of it. Hey, calm it down. Calm it down. She took you can wear that as a bikini if you always want to look perky, true. I think I pulled the tomato top too tight when I pulled it, and that's why it's poking out like that. Um, she took, the underwires out of her old bras and used them to make, bralettes. Hi, Ari, how are you doing? And I mean, I know you can buy them, like, on Amazon, because people probably do, but I don't think I could ever wear a crochet bra or a bikini. Lesson here, don't pull your tomatoes. No, do not. I thought I was being smart and crocheting over the edge, and then when on the second row, and then when I pulled, it pulled too tight. I really pulled too tight. I'm good so far. That is good. 3. We've got 3 more rows. after this 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I actually thought when I do that, when I was starting this, I thought, oh, I'll do the green thing first because then that way I can sew it on. And when I'm making the tomato, it'll be already on it. And then I was like, no, because it has those little green lines that make the edges of the tomato. So, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't know what I'm doing. But do I ever really know what I'm doing? No, I don't. Most of the time, I like this week, the company that bought our company, they're sending their people in this week to sit with us to see what we do. And um, I mean, I feel like I've got to plan out my whole week. I feel like I got to plan out my whole week at work so I know what I'm doing all week long. Because not that I don't know what I do every day, because I do know what I do every day, but there are some days that I like have downtime. Like my slowest days are Monday and Wednesday. Literally, I could probably go to work on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday and get everything done in a 24-hour period. So I really don't have to worry about um those 3 days because I can stay busy, because I literally have something to do from the minute I walk in to the minute I leave. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, it's like trying to find things to do because it's so slow right now. Um, and there's really not much we can do. I mean, people are going back, getting their kids ready to go back to school. They don't have time to do the things that, they don't have the time to come. They're just not making time this time of year to like come to where I work. So I don't know. But I will say this, the month of August is what when you look at the vacation calendar at our work, it looks like somebody's off every day in August. Eh. I know I'm taking August 6th off for Papa has a doctor's appointment that I'm going with him to, but that's in the afternoon. So I don't know. We shall see. How could they have I really don't want to see them though. Um, because the people that have to come see me, Fairy Dust, are the people that don't want to come see me. Because I'm I'm the lady that nobody wants to talk to. And what people don't understand is, though I do the collecting and stuff on all their accounts, I'm probably the nicest collector they're ever gonna meet. I really am. Because life happens, and I think that that's what people don't understand. I understand that life happens. I mean, Biscuit did what he did a few months ago, and I mean, did he throw a chink in my whatever? Welcome back, everybody. Did he throw a chink into my budget? Yeah, he did. But it's Biscuit, so it's gonna work out. Life happens. It's not all sprinkles and rainbows and all the good stuff all the time. It's not bad all the time either. It's not bad all the time. It's just I'm just the mean lady. I mean, I've been called quite a few names, and I'm like, "Okay, okay, whatever." Can't take it personal when somebody's having a bad day. And I know because when I worked at, Sam's, I'm sure that a lot of truck drivers thought that I was the cause of their bad day. When I'd be like, "You're a day and a half early. You have a scheduled time. Sorry, dude. We'll try to work you in, but that's why your company scheduled you for tomorrow at 8 a.m. Sorry." I don't think they understand that, like, when companies have schedules like that, that, I mean, it's logistics. It's so that everything flows. And then when you try to, well, I don't understand why you can't do this for me. Because if we have to do it, yeah, we have to do it. So I, oh, this is our, we have, after we get to the little green stitch marker, we only have 2 more rows and then we're going to start our decreases. We're going to see how this tomato ends up. We're going to see how this, I have no idea what my sister is doing. I was called a lot of things the time I worked at the service. Oh, I'm pretty positive. I have heard a lot of things at the service desk. I don't know how the CSM, CSRs, whatever they called them, they were always changing their names. I don't know how in the world those people survived. I just don't. I couldn't do it. There is no way in the world I could let you talk to me like these people did. And then you think that I'm gonna help you, because 'cause I'm not. I'm gonna do everything in my power not to help you. And that's what I don't understand people nowadays. Like, I had a lady, she called and she started yelling at me, and I was like, I can't do this." It was like a Monday or a Tuesday morning, and she just was yelling, yelling, yelling. And I said, I can't." 1, 2, 3. I said, "I can't do this." And she goes, Well, you're gonna have to." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna say goodbye. So you have a nice day," and I hung up on her. She called my supervisor back, and she hung up on me, and she said, "Well," she says, "if I know Bray, she hung up on you because she didn't wanna lose her job. Because if she hung up on you, she was getting ready to say something." Is that red heart yarn you're making the hats with? No, this yarn I am not making the tomato hats with. I'm actually using a little bit of a softer yarn to make the hats with. This is just the Super Saver. Now the With Love is a little bit softer, so I like that for the hats. But we're gonna use that for the stems. So we'll probably use that for the stems for the tomato hats too. Now I did find a tomato purse um pattern on YouTube. Um it is I did have to do the translation at the bottom because I don't she's Asian, so I don't know if she's speaking Chinese. I don't know if she's speaking Japanese. I don't know what she's speaking. So I just used the translation at the bottom so that I could follow along. But I'm going to try to make Peepop a tomato purse before the festival next weekend so she can carry a little purse too. And her in her stroller. So, but I don't think Peepop liked the hat because of the ruffles, because I made it a ruffle hat for her. And I think she likes the bucket hats. I don't think she likes the ruffles. I think the ruffles, um, she just doesn't like it. And she'll keep a hat on her head all day long. But when her mom put the ruffle hat on her head, she was like, I don't know if I like this. It looked like she was trying to take it off. This is a big butt tomato. I don't think this is what going up 0.25 on a hook it does. Makes a big butt tomato. But at least I can put a lot of pins in it. Like to put a lot of pins in it. Well, I can tell you this much. Our neighbor is mowing his grass and doing everything else. But the way our grass looks, Papa may, I don't think our grass looks that bad. Maybe up near the house, it's a little longer. But out into the yard, it's not bad. And I know KK's coming over today. I just don't know what time she's coming. One time a woman called me an SOB because I told her I needed her ID for a return without a receipt. She said, "Can't you just do me a favor and use my social?" They usually do. I said, "I'm not doing any favors for someone just call me an SOB." Yeah. I don't think people understand when you're don't bite the hand that's trying to help you. Don't bite the hand that is trying to help you. So I do need to do my, yes, I do. Okay. So we got one more row to go and then we're doing decreases. Yay! We're getting to the point where we're going to decrease and I can start stuffing this tomato. And you know what? It'll look cute. No matter what, it's going to look cute. I don't know which side I like better, but we're probably going to go with this side. Can't really sit. The red doesn't do really good in the camera. So, of course, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So did you enjoy the time with your grandpa? I'm pretty positive you did, but I loved always when my grandmother, whenever I would go back home to see my family, I always tried to make sure that there was a day that I got to spend almost pretty much a lot of the day with my grandma. And when later on, when she started to get like a little bit um forgetful, I wouldn't say dementia, I would just say forgetful. I would usually make it closer to the end of my vacation because you'd always have to say, "Well, I'm going home tomorrow." And then she'd be like, "Oh, okay." Because when we go, it's kinda hard to hit everyone. So you kinda just have to time everything out. Now, I mean, I always used to tell Papa I would love to have like a little vacation rental there, like we could go, but I don't even know if I'd want that now. It's changed so much. It's changed so much. It's not the same anymore. Let's see. Last row, and then we're going to decrease 12 times, then one round. Yes, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation, especially hearing stories of his childhood and the stories of when he was oh, that's so sweet. My girls give me a book. It's called, I guess it's like you write down the stories of your life. And I've really got to get to filling some of those stories out because, you know, it's just lovely to hear those things. And, they love talking about that stuff too. So, in the long run, they're telling you something you wanna hear, and they're talking about something that they hold dearly, a memory that's totally to their heart. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to start decreasing. Okay, so 1, 2, and then we're gonna decrease. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. But, my grandmother, we called her Munner, Munner, because, my cousin, when she was little, everybody would call her mother, and, um, she couldn't say it, so she called her Munner. So Munner stuck. Me and my sister were born I was born, and then we moved to where my grandmother lived, and then shortly after my sister was born, we moved back to where my grandparents in Ohio lived. So so God only knows what I would have named her if, it would have been up to me. So, but my mom's mom was, grandma, of course. And I think I'm not positive, and I have to ask my oldest daughter what she called her, whether she called her Meemaw or something else. So, I can't remember because she was always grandma to me. So, and all I ever wanted I guess I decided a while back that I wanted to be a Gigi, and I really don't know where I come up with that from, why I wanted to be that. Because being a grandma is just as special. And if she decides not to call me Gigi and she decides to call me Grandma, we're going to go with it. It's like I told her the other day. She's the one that promoted me to this status. So she just gets to pick out the name when she wants to. So, oop. Trying to make sure that this is tight. My stitches are tight around there since we're going down. Yeah, that's going to be, thank goodness the stem's going to go right there. So I don't have to worry about it looking weird.
An Amish bride has to wear at her wedding.
My phone's going off. I thought I had it on silent. Obviously, I didn't. But we got rid of that real fast. Okay. So now in this next row, we're going to even this out. So it doesn't look. What did I do? I did I not do that right? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And we're going to do 36. So 36. Okay. I thought I had messed it up. Okay, so now the next row, we're just going to put 36 stitches all the way around. It is 11:30, people. 11:30. And I haven't got my tomato, whatever. I'm being slow this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Being slow this morning. Guess I talkity talked too much. Okay. I will say this. If you are listening, has KK give you a time that she's going to come over? Just asking for a friend. Or is that part of her world still a little messed up that she doesn't know? I will say this. I think I will be happy with this, at least with my if I do this tomato, and I do have a lot of pins, T-pins that I have. I don't have any with the little pointy pins with the little ball at the end of it. But I do have a lot of T-pins. So keeping them, this will be nice to have. Of course, I don't have anything to weight it down, but I'm really not going to be like looking to have it roll everywhere. But and I don't know, depending on what this top looks like, or AKA bottom looks like, when I get done to the closing it out, depend on where I put the green. Because technically, if I wanted to, I can make this the top and okay, technically you can make this the top of the tomato because you're going to cover up anything, and then that way, if it's you can't get it to cover if you can't get it to close up right and your stitches aren't tight enough, the green would cover over the decreased part that might look a little whatever, not to your liking. And then that way when you're stuffing it, you could put a little pouch of some sort of like um pellets or something at the bottom of this, and that could weigh your tomato down. So, um and then that way if you made it like a little bag of pellets, then they wouldn't come through on your yarn. You would always have it would always be safe enough to not be safe enough not to come through the holes. If you put and I would strongly suggest if you do have something you're going to put pellets in and you have like animals or a child or something like that, I would say put your pellets in something, whether it be like a little mesh bag, and by mesh bag, I mean like, I wish I had one. I know I have one downstairs in my purse because I keep all my coins in it, but it's like a little potpourri bag or something like that, or even a Ziploc bag, a little small Ziploc bag. Use pantyhose. Yes, you could use pantyhose. Um, Anything to keep the pellets from coming through your stitches. That would be my little tip of the day. Um, but and that way, like I said, if you use this as your top of your tomato, which I might do, and I know biscuits not gonna mess with the tomato. Um, Maybe a younger biscuit would have, but older biscuit doesn't care because it's not real food. So it's going to sit up on the desk on the back end and it will hold my tea pins. And that is what we will do with it. So, and I always feel like now that it's just me. I mean, I have tried different methods. I like this method of the invisible decrease. I like the method that I do. It does seem to be a little bit tighter of a stitch, but when I'm working it up, it looks like it's really kind of loose, but it's really not. And I just go in 2 front loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So, I don't there are 2 different ways, and this is my favorite way to do it. So, and then, there's like I've seen other things like the reversible magic ring. Um, People are always coming up with better ways to close projects, you know, give people different options. And you do you. You do what you like to do and what makes you feel comfortable. But I always like seeing the new ways that people do decreases, close amigurumi up, because sometimes I think, somebody sets and I mean, you have designers sit there and they go, how would I want to do this? And it's, hey, creative minds help us get to new ways to do things, which is a great and wonderful thing. And like I said, this pattern is, um, it is, I would say it's a vintage pattern. One, two, three. Actually gives you the part numbers if you wanted to order. I wonder how old this pattern is. It's only 2010, but I mean, that's 15 years old. I mean, so it's not vintage yet, but let me knock everything. Let me knock everything. I sometimes feel like before I come in here, I feel like Papa has changed so much on my stream. And I shouldn't say he's changed so much, but he's changed some things. And I'm like, did I remember to do this? Did I remember to do that? And then when I hit things, I'm like, oh goodness gracious. If he's on the other side and he's watching, he's like, goodness gracious, woman, keep your hands down to the yarn. And I could see him saying that. Whether he really does say that or not, it's a whole nother story. So, and I guess he wasn't listening earlier because when I said, has KK decided, unless he's on the phone with her now, decided what time she's coming over. But like I said, she's going to take some pictures of some of my blankets and we're going to see what I can do and get done with them. Because if I sell them, that means I can buy more yarn. Not really. Still on a yarn ban. Still on a yarn ban. I'll probably be on a yarn ban for quite some time. I'm going to just put that in there for right now. Let's see. Okay. We have some more fluff, but I'm not ready yet to fluff anything. So now we are going to decrease to 12. And we get the second chain done, then I will 1, 2. And then let's see. So, yeah. So blankets, we're going to put some more yarn. I'm going to get more yarn out of my storage bins, put it back up on the wall. We're trying to decide, me and her, we're not including Papa in them on this until we have to make it come to fruition. But figuring out what we're gonna do completely with this room, because I would like to put like a day bed or something in here. So that when P-Pop comes, she has a place. Her and her mom have a place. Well, and her dad. But normally he doesn't usually come with them when they come down for the day because he's usually working. So, but have a place for them to stay other than all the time having to stay at KK's house because, I like to see the P-Pop too. And right now it's just we kind of overtaken this spare room as a stream room. So we don't have a bed in it anymore or anything like that. And then when Papa's mom comes, she could have a room to stay in too. Just makes it nice. Okay. And so we're going to stuff a little more. And it says to firmly stuff this. So we're going to put the 12 single crochets around. And then we're going to stuff it. And then I'm going to sew the last 6 a little different so that I feel like I can get a tighter closure. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. So we're going to snip, snip. Where is my scissors? They're there. We're going to snip that, put that to the side, pull this up. Then we're going to stuff. Oh, wrong way. At least I caught it before I pulled it the wrong way all the way through. We're going to take the stitch marker out. And then we're going to stuff. Yes, stuffy, stuffy time. And I've got to, it says stuff tightly. And it says yarn. At this point, hide the yarn tail by weaving it around the first round on the inside of the tomato to keep the opening tight. Stuff the tomato firmly. I think it's looking good as a tomato all the way around. I think it's looking good. I might want to put a little. Feel like you got to roll it to get it to. And it is the Red Heart Super Saver, so it is a little bit more stiff. I just want y'all to know that Biscuit is so pampered. I just do not know about him anymore. He's over here laying. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could stuff it more, but this is where I was talking the other day. When you stuff any amigurumi or any project, where does someone just get the idea like that's perfectly stuffed? Now, to me, I don't know if that looks like a tomato, but it's pretty flat like a tomato. And once I get the green on it, I think it'll look really, really good. So we are going to do this. Give it a squish test. I think it looks good per se as a tomato. Okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And my tomato flies. I've got a flying tomato, people. 11 and 12. And then we are going to pull. Okay. This is why I would use this as the top so that I put the green over it, because that side looks 100% better than this side. I just always never liked the bottom of my amigurumis. One day I'll get it. It's probably the stuffing. It's probably really I overstuff or something like that. So we're going to go through the center of our tomato. I know I'm flinging tomatoes. At least it's only tomatoes. And this isn't the shows of the wild whatever, when people really did fling real tomatoes. Brain's not working. Okay. I might have overstuffed him, but he's going to be cute when I get done with it. So we're going to move on to the green with love. Let's see if this one, I'm hitting the, okay, this one's already pulling from the center. So I don't think okay, yeah, the stem's not going to take very long. So we're going to up, over, twist, pull, and through. Okay. So single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull. There we go. So join with the first train, same to slip stitch. Okay. We're not using you like I did the last time. So we're going to chain through, slip stitch through. There we go. Whew. So chain 2, 1, 2, and double crochet. Wait. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, slip stitch to the second chain from the hook. I'm gonna look at the picture of this little bad boy. Because I know that I'm not going to make it look like that. And this is all, okay, all in the same stitch. So we're going to chain 2, double crochet, maybe I will make it look that way. Double crochet, chain 2. Oh, we're making a picot. Slip stitch from the second chain from the hook. I was making a picot. All she had to do was say, make a picot. And I would have known what they were doing. Double crochet. Somebody's got to throw tomatoes. Might as well be me. Double crochet. Half double crochet. Chain 1. Slip stitch into the same stitch. Okay. And there we go. One leaf. And it does sort of look like the leaf she has. So slip stitch into the next stitch and make 6 leaves. So we're going to slip stitch over here, chain 2. Oh, this is going to be easy. Who was going to make this hard? Pixie, how are you doing? How are you doing? Chain 2, picot. Ooh, you did your hair and makeup today. Hello, friends. Home from the park where Bee had a birthday photo shoot. Oh, Bee. Bee's birthday. It's Fairy Dust's birthday today, too. Chain 1, slip stitch into the same stitch. And we're going to slip stitch into the next one. My husband heard me explaining the picot to my mother-in-law when I was helping her through a pattern. He was confused because the only picot he knows, is picot. He's like, what are you talking about? Looking all sassy. Let's see. I still feel like I have to watch when. And see, a picot is another one of those stitches. Some people do a picot with a chain 3. Some people do a picot with a chain 2. It's personal preference. That is why I think I love crochet so much. Because a lot of it is like your personal preference. I forgot I had my headset on, and Cub replied, and I was like, my phone is on silent. How did it make a sound? A picot can be any number of chains, some larger, some smaller. Wow, I see. I did not know it could go up that far. I mean, I did not actually know that. I just thought it was like one of those, not set in standard, but you know what I'm saying. One of those that whatever makes the pattern look right. That you're trying to what am I doing? That you're trying to achieve. I'm trying to do a slip stitch here, and I don't know what the heck I think my brain is doing, but it's not slip stitching. It's not slip stitching, people. It's not slip stitching. Pico was one of those ones that I was like, "Ah, I just don't want to do that stitch. And I don't know why I was that way because it's not as bad as the front post double crochet or front post anything crochet. That's for sure. In my book. Some of us are like Cub and we like to weave in ends. Some of us aren't. I'm a weave hater. I don't know why. Now, front post double crochet, I don't mind doing. Back post, I don't. Because you got to put your hand in opposite, in my opinion. Or am I thinking the wrong thing? When I watch Crafty's intro to his stream and he has all those questions, I'm like, Those are valid questions. Like, to weave ends or to not weave in ends. And then all the other ones, should we buy more yarn? Yes. Yes, in this color anyway. I mean, it's all valid. I like the front. It's back UGG and Puffs discussed last night. Yes. I saw you going through your little stitch dictionary. You were being very cubby last night, which is a good thing. We all learn when cubby's cubby. I like it. I am trying to do a slip stitch right here. And I picked this yarn because it was the green that I wanted. But I think it is starting. Okay. Pull the yarn tight to close the center. Weave in all your yarns. Tails. Hi, Dandy. I am doing great. How are you doing? Y'all learn. Crafty, you are an amazing. Ah, that is going to look so. And it's not doing the green justice. It's not doing green justice. Papa, are you anywhere around? Toot. You just woke up. Well, I unfortunately woke up way earlier than I wanted to today. And I mean, it's okay. Yes, a tomato pincushion. I'm on a tomato kick right now. My granddaughter is getting to go for her first tomato festival next weekend. I thought it was this weekend, and my daughter's like, "Mom, I don't know why you think it's this weekend. It's next weekend." And I was like, "Oh." So I've been tomatoing everything. Tomato hats. I found a tomato purse. Um, a tomato pursey thing and pattern, and I'm just going tomato crazy. And we'll see if I can get it to come out that same hole. We're gonna tie a knot. And we're gonna go snip, snip, pop, pop. There we go. And this one, let's see. Now they do have lines that go down, but they don't say how to put those lines on there. Okay. Let's see. So cut 3 pieces of stem color yarn and wrap the tomato, securing at the top. See the photo left. Connect the stems with a single strand of stream yarn with needle and thread. Some tack stems to the top and to the strawberry. Yes, this is actually you don't, this pattern actually talks about that, that particular, um, because this is after it actually has, the whole pattern, and it's made to cover this is made to cover, um, the Dritz pincushion. Um, so you don't have to fill it with polyfiber fill. You can actually use this to cover your existing tomato and strawberry pincushion made by Dritz. The advantage of covering the Dritz pincushion with this is the Dritz tomato already has the sawdust, and the cherry strawberry already has the emery to sharpen your pens. So, I don't know. I like my tomato the way it is. I don't know if I should do the lines. Let's do this. Is it going to go in there? We're gonna do it like that. Let me look at the picture. Do, do, do. So we're going to do this. Okay. Do like that. Feel like I'm slicing the tomato. I'm slicing it, but I'm not slicing it. Talk about using useful items as decor. They were doing it already back in the day. They didn't put up with that. They're like, nope, my tomato's gonna look nice. Wonder how much that thing would cost. I'm actually gonna have to look it up on Amazon. Now this one has 6, and it's getting a gray hair in the middle of it all. Well, thank you, Panther, because I'm gonna say this is probably the most professional thing I've ever made. And I tend to agree. It actually looks really good. I'm actually happy with it. Pull that to the side. Let's get this last one tightened up. So it goes, I want it to go that way. So each one of the stems comes up through. I have to pull this one over a bit. Not too tight. And I'm going to go down a little bit on the side, but come back through there. So I can pull that hole. It is not a baseball. Then we're going to do this. I'm going to snip. We're going to make a square knot. Right over left, left over right. Then I'm going to sew these up into the thing. Oh, basketball. No, it's not basketball. It's not basketball. It's my little tomato pincushion. Could be a little bit more supportive like Panther. They said at least they said it looks professional. And I'm actually happy with it. It does look professional. And I really wasn't gonna do the little green lines. And then I thought, you know what? Let me do the little green lines because it'll make it look like a real pincushion. So I'm glad I did the little green lines. Okay. And there is my first little pincushion, tomato pincushion. Now, I mean, I would say that I probably could get a little better with the green lines, but I do like it. I do like it. And if you're ready, pop it anytime. Oh, we're in an ad, aren't we? And I'm hot. So I could turn the fan on. I'm thinking, let's see. Um, I'm not thinking anybody. Fine with me. Scoobaloo is a part of the Crafty Collective, so that will be great. Okay. So we are going to hop on over to Scoobaloo and y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. And thank you for sticking around for the tomato and everything like that. And we'll get Peepop's reaction and get this on Instagram. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye. Bye.